Hello, in this video we are reading Redditors who've posted nude pics online. What is the funniest way someone let you know they recognized you? Please consider subscribing if you enjoy the video. I found out through a friend that my roommate posted a picture of her nip piercing online. I proceeded to make a clock out of her boob and hang it on her wall. She found it hilarious. Dude, stop sending these to me. Hey, you're the guy who can fold his dong in half. Was a pretty good day. He saved them on his laptop then pulled them up with me in the room. Yeah, that was awkward. I didn't post here. Did some cam whoring for cash when I had none. And after a few weeks of doing this, my big sister sent me a text that said you've certainly gotten curvier since we used to bathe together. I'm a guy, and I post on Gone Wild and Lady Boner's Gone Wild, because why the hell not? Anyways, I just start getting my naked pics sent to me from a Redditor guy friend who is freaking out and asking me why I do it. Because I can, Kevin. Because I can. This stems from a lot of long stories, but I'll try to keep it short and sweet. I'm a straight guy. I used to sell videos, cam shows, pictures, and used undergarments on a gay meetup video chat room site. One time, a guy who went to my school recognized me and messaged me, "Don't you have a girlfriend? I think I know you." One of the most heart-stopping moments of my life. I was so scared. It actually turned out okay, maybe even good. He was in the closet and had been for a long time. He hadn't told anybody, no parents, friends, or counselors. We messaged each other back and forth a lot. He understood what I was doing after I explained it, and I told him I understand his situation as well and I felt sorry for him, and I was there for him. I kept his secret with him. Never said anything to each other at school, but at the end of the year, in his yearbook, I wrote, "I hope in the future, you get to be who you are." This is not exactly what the question is asking for, but it is kinda relevant. I'm not sure who it was, but I saw a picture of a girl on some website that took said picture in my house. Also, nobody other than my family has lived in the house. My father built it 15 years ago, so I know it had to be one of my sister's friends. I posted a neck-down nude on this one frick bookish type site when I was in high school, senior year, on a drunk dare from my friends. I saw the comments on the pic a few weeks later, out of curiosity, and one said, "Nice arm tat, see you in chemistry," referring to the tattoo on my bicep, shoulder. It was posted a few hours before I saw it and I lost my shit. I was freaking out to think who it could be, until when I walked into class my teacher repeated the exact same words to me. TDR. Chemistry teacher found my nudes on a frick book site. When Instagram first came out, I guess I wasn't clear on how it worked, so I filtered a topless pic of myself and texted it to my boyfriend. Minutes later my sister commented on the picture with "nice boobs." Some dude just got arrested on 8 felony charges for distributing nudes of HS girls in my area. A lot of high schoolers followed his dedicated page on Instagram at Gwyneth Thoughts, and some even recognized their classmates on there. It was all fun and games until one of the HS girls' parents followed the page and recognized his daughter on there. I saw my boyfriend's best friend on Ladibanask and texted my boyfriend that I saw him and was laughing about how awkward it would be to hang out with him again. My boyfriend's best friend was using his phone since his died and he read the text I had sent. Apparently, his friend has a tendency to get drunk and take his pants off, so the news of me finally seeing his dong came as no surprise to anyone. I'm a camgirl. I was doing a show one time and someone said they knew who I was. I don't care if people find me online. I just asked them who they were out of curiosity. Turns out it was one of my best friend's 11-year-old brother. He said I had nice tits. Coming into work on Monday, I found a banner that read, "We've seen your peanuts," strung across the windows of my office. Sort of topic, but funny story. Last year some girls that I knew ended up on several Pino sites. Pretty much it was like a 10-minute video of them stripping and feeling each other up on a webcam. I guess they were on Omegle or something. Anyways, word spread pretty quick and everyone was watching their videos in classes and shit and being really obvious about it. So teachers started catching on. And next thing I know, I'm being questioned in the principal's office with police. Since they were underaged, they were asking if I was the one they stripped for, etc. I said no to everything, but they asked where I saw the video, so I told them. Yowges.com. To my female principal's face in the cop mail. They say thanks for the help and send me back to class. When I get home my mum immediately asks me, "So, What's yudges? Yesterday, my friend accidentally sent me a Snapchat of herself topless that was really for her boyfriend. I responded by sending her Dylan Sprouse's nudes. My ex-boyfriend recognized me and sent me a Snapchat saying, "In your case, clothes are underrated." He disapproves of my exhibitionism. Every time my sister front pages, like once a freaking month, I just text her, basically, "Why?" in a variety of lengths. I really need to stop just opening a million tabs without checking usernames or subs. Not me, but a friend of mine had her picture on Chive. It was a sexy picture of her in these skimpy pink panties pulling her shirt up to almost show nips on her boobs. Someone posted on her Facebook wall and said that he liked her Chive pic. Her boyfriend liked that post. I was the person that broke the news to my friend. He posted in Ladabanners, and I suppose it's pretty safe to assume on his part that none of his guy friends would go on that sub and discover him. What he didn't count on was our mutual gay friend browsing that sub and recognizing him and asking me if it really was him. When my gay friend showed me the pic, the tattoo was a dead giveaway. We didn't want to say anything, but I got drunk when we were hanging out and told him. In a dumb attempt to make the situation less awkward, I complimented his dong. "Hey, he does have a decent pecker." He was embarrassed and brushed it off, but I still feel like an asshole for even bringing it up. When I was younger, I had an exhibitionist girlfriend, and being a bit of one myself at the time, who I was taking videos with. This was about the same time Tube was getting started and we ended up uploading them. Now I had a lot of gay friends in the ER and they all used Tube. So one night out at the bar we're out and it turns into a critique on her horrible blowjob skills. I never laughed so hard in my life. Funny how we didn't work out. Similar. I was 18 backpacking at this bar in Venice that was show for shots. Obviously being broke, I flashed the bar and drank for free all night. Someone took a picture. Whatever. Fast forward. I am 22 and my best friend pulls me aside at a party and shows me that picture I had long forgotten about and asks if it's me. I'm like, yeah, clearly it is. Fire ginger hair. Great boobs. He said his roommate found it on Stumble Upon looking up girls. Oh, and this guy showed everyone we're friends with before he told him. So I am at this party and everyone there has seen me topless and I had no idea, just laughing and having a good time until this moment. Mortified at first, I got wasted, stood up later, told about 60-70 people that I always wanted to be famous, and flashed them all. The guy I was hooking up with happened to be a Redditor too and he went, "Have you posted on GW? Your body looks familiar. Huge. How the frick is that fricking possible?" He cracked up and went, "Oh, I ask that to every female Redditor and their reaction usually lets me know if I made the right guess. Well played." Not quite right, but I once discovered that a girl I had been hooking up with put pics of herself sucking me and on top of me on GW. This isn't my story to tell, but I'll tell it anyway. My friend's sister did peen. Somehow, their 14-year-old cousin found out while he was perusing sites to jerk off to online. He thought the excitement of exposing her, pun not intended, outweighed the embarrassment of publicly referring to his penis viewing habits, so he ended up telling their entire family. I think he clinked a glass at an extended family dinner or something and was all yo. A chatroom friend asked me if I owned a specific pair of pants. Was stumped how she knew. Turned out there was a naked pic. God, my life was empty for a while. I had a friend who had made pictures for her boyfriend. The boyfriend ended up sharing them with a load of people, who then showed it to more people, etc., etc. I just linked to the page and asked, "Is this you?" She took it pretty easily, removed the pictures, ignored everyone else, and went on with her life. Also, I was like 16 and so nervous about seeing nudes of a friend, that was certainly attractive, and worried about telling her that I had a panic attack. I found out my friend was doing snuff peen back in 2001 when my FWB asked me if it was her being raped and hung in a video on a fetish site. I did not have a home computer at the time to look it up, so I asked her about it expecting it to be false. She practically cried when she admitted to me that not only was it her, but that she was lying about her accounting job, and was also a stripper who did private parties. Now she is married with 4 kids, super fat, and a conservative Republican. Her husband has no clue. I may be too late now, but once I went to Disneyland and passed an employee who I just heard whisper in this weird creepy whisper "LICU, FMUU. I turned and looked at him and he just smirked. Also, one of my best friends found a thread of me on and just approached me the next time we hung out and said, "So I know what your vagina looks like." No. That was cool, I guess. I took a picture of my tits to see how my tits looked in a picture and left it on my desktop where my friend opened it. I'm not smart. Not of me, but a couple buddy of mine was watching Peen, stumbled onto a video, and the girl in the video was someone he went to high school with. He ended up telling a bunch of people about it. One guy eventually Snapchatted her a picture of herself with cum on her face. A little too far if you ask me. I once discovered some friends in a Peen video. I had my giggles. Never told them or anyone else. No need to be rude or intruding. I was passing my sister in the hallway and she said to me, "I gave you an upvote." I just kind of laughed it off. I've posted a few little things to Gone Wild, and I'm a camgirl and nude model. A few days ago, I was at a geek event, and I was chatting to a lovely girl, and someone mentioned I posted to Reddit, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I've seen you naked," and we all had a cheery laugh about it and nibbled at our crumpets. It was grand. Not my story, but a friend's. She's also a Redditor, so if you see this, sorry, I'm karma whoring your story. You're a lurker anyway. My friend is a camgirl and she was working one night when a guy gets on, starts talking to her, and takes her private. Well, after his show he says over the chat that he thinks he knows her, starts telling her that he used to work with her, and names where they used to work, etc. She tells him to message her privately and over PM confirms that it is her. That isn't the funny part though. The next day he comes back into her chat room and is talking to her. Eventually he says that he's at work, the same place they used to work together, and he's brought his laptop with him. It's a night shift so it's fairly slow. After talking for a little longer, they go private again, only this time they go cam to cam and my friend can see that he's jacking off at work in a closet. I'm pretty sure that he still gets shows from her fairly often. My ex posted my pictures on B. They're probably still floating around somewhere. I recognized a picture on Tumblr of a girl I knew. She had cut her head out the picture to try and make it a bit obscure, however I knew it was her because of a distinctive triangle of freckles just beneath her left boob. I had seen her nice in person once or twice before, as well as recognizing her room. I decided to message her on Facebook with instructions on how to remove freckles from pictures and ways to make pictures more obscure. She replied with, "Oh frick, Tumblr." I told her everything and she was so worried that I'd tell people that she offered, "Please don't tell anyone. I'll send you nudes, or if you want to meet up I'll frick you, just don't tell anyone please." I was interested in someone else so obviously I declined and promised not to tell anyone who knows her. I helped her over TeamViewer several times with Photoshop, making her pictures unrecognizable. I know if I put pictures of myself online I'd want to know if someone recognized me so that I can make them more unrecognizable, so that's the reason why I messaged her. I went up to give a presentation for school. Someone said it was the Gone Wild edition. My face turned bright freaking red. I thought about deleting everything as soon as I got out of class, but decided against it. My friend messaged me really harassing things. "Hey girl, want some fuck?" He has the same username as his Xbox Live profile. There was no way it wasn't him. He was excited to see my boobs again, and life went on. I deleted that account a few months ago due to actually harassing messages, and he noticed maybe a week ago. This was a long time ago, but kind of related. A friend of mine found out these three cheerleaders had taken a topless shot of themselves while drunk one night. He told me about it, so we went on a mission to get it. We got it. The girls found out about it when I wore that picture on a t-shirt to a party. I got my face beaten afterwards. Please subscribe if you like the video. It really helps the channel to grow. Adios.